As you saw in our last podcast, the Iway's signature bridge was floated and fastened to the new stretch of I-195 just south of the hurricane barrier. Put simply, I-195 will now take a more direct path toward I-95 and the hospitals starting just west of the Washington Bridge. However, this straight path will require a few changes and improvements along the way. Motorists traveling east on I-195 will no longer take exit 1 for downtown Providence. Following that, the Wickenden Street and Gano Street exits will merge into the new India Street exit with both on and off ramps that will flow parallel to India Street, separated by islands and new landscaping that will provide access to India Point Park. Residents of Fox Point and other citizens expressed concerns about changes to India Point Park and an increase in traffic volume nearby. Many also provided suggestions to improve the park beyond its current state. One concern was a lack of adequate parking during soccer matches and other outdoor events, which restricted traffic flow on India Street to one lane. In response, India Street will be moved away from the park to provide 30,000 additional square feet for parking lots. The additional space will also accommodate more trees and landscaping, another suggestion from citizens, which includes the islands that will be used to calm traffic and to serve as a buffer between the park and on- and off-ramp access. Similar landscape improvements were made to the waterfront walkways for the benefit of pedestrians and cyclists. It will all surround a newly constructed pedestrian bridge, which will become the visual centerpiece of the park. Citizens stressed the importance of this pedestrian access to the park and also requested that the new bridge be wider than the old. The new bridge design expands the width to 50 feet, almost 5 times wider, along with new landscaping both on the bridge itself and in the surrounding area. Overall, the changes to India Point Park are meant to preserve as well as expand and enhance the value of the park and its position on the waterfront. The Iway project will have a similar impact on the Providence River and its waterfront within the hurricane barrier toward downtown. As part of the Iway's last stage, demolition of the old highway will open up more than 35 acres of land on the waterfront. Watch our next podcast to find out what city leaders and citizens are proposing for how that new land should be used.